Well, it was 2000s and the old internet still thrived with many interesting value. Back then, people still lurking in their own digital community. And what I'm talking about is forum. You know, when people in 2000s still love wasting their time based on their hobby or interest that grab their attention. For example, Pokemon community that thriving from back then into this time. It was one of the biggest community ever. Yeah, including their card thingy, which is kind of sad nowadays. But how about Digimon? What? You don't know Digimon? Maybe their community is not thriving as Pokemon though. At least you played Digimon game back then, right? Digimon Member Arena or Digimon World 3 or 4, that one. I myself is Digimon fans and know some of their transformation, even though not truly invested. But this franchise that ended in Mon World intrigued me because there is a thing I want to ask you. Have you ever heard Koyomon? Yeah, we got Pokemon, Digimon, Doraemon, Philemon,
Grilled Mormons?
but Koyomon? What is that? Well, it's an RPG Maker 2003 game about Green Dragon. But wait, there is more. The game language is French because it was posted on French forum. So, I need translation. I'm using Google Translate to read it in English, so expect some mistranslation. Yes, RPG Maker 2003 forum that discussed about RPG Maker thingy alongside their community. It was called Zarok, a French RPG Maker community that you can still visit to this day. And there are a lot of things going on in here. But my main focus in this video is Koyomon. It was under the Griffon Treasures on Chocobo's Dream Post, created by member Choco-sama, Manderr, and Pandonia. So basically a story about dragon and some divine thing as I will explain more in detail later. That also this game was demo and I believe will always be demo because this was posted in 2013. So basically this game is abandoned for 12 years, which is sad because this might be a potential cozy adventure game such like The Legend of Zelda or Monkey Hero if you know that game. But no wasting time, let's see the game. But since the game is in French language, I would like to present you the main objective in this game in English language. And yes, still using Google Translate. So expect some mistranslation once again. But there is a slight problem and it's kind of annoying. When I try to play the game as usual, click the EXE, it doesn't work. It was said that I need RPG Maker 2003 RTP to play this game, but guess what? It still doesn't work. Yeah, even after you download the requirement RTP on RPG Maker official website, still doesn't work. You want to know why? It's because this game was created on illegal product, basically pirated version. So I get some information and what I found, it wasn't registered or denied and you need to contact the author to play this game that I believe using non-RTP version embedded in the game itself, but what I got have none of it. Now, if you pay attention at my screen right now, you will see a green icon right there. Yes, I'm using free third-party application called EasyRPG to bypass this situation. As it turns out, I need the original RTP that the author used for Koyomon to interpret the data on multi-language game even though it was pirated product. So, I get no choice and use this application as the only solution to play this game. And so here we are. It works.
It just works.
Koyomon. That I feel the design took inspiration from Gon or Barusa from King's Knight. And so begin. The story told about a world protected by egg spirits, but there is a problem. Remember in the post, there is an unknown evil in the scene that caused this problem. As one of the spirits called Ethanor, Spirit of Fire is losing his power and contact to other 7 spirits. As he will diminish, he talked to our protagonist in a dream to help him. And yes, the protagonist is the name of the game itself, Koyomon. Thus we see him led to wake up in the morning as he yelled, "Retard." I'm not kidding. He says that in game. Wow.
Are you retarded?
And he remember what he encountered, but that is not his main problem right now. Because he is led to harvest apples. I'm not kidding, there is an apple tree near his village, Eventhough. And so we can control Koyomon. You can walk with AWSD or arrow keys, but you cannot run. But at least he is faster than anyone. Talk with enter or space, and of course, it's in French. But sadly, you cannot enter interior. I mean any interior. But later, from now on, just talk to water dragon that literally palette swap and find dragon named Eldon in a cave. And this bunny friend named Pasha that act as safe point as you cannot pause in this game. I am not kidding. There is no pause menu or anything like other RPG Maker game. I try every button. There is none.
That doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense.
Oh, well, I gotta stick with it. So enter the cave, talk to Eldon as Koyomon being told that the animal are strangely aggressive, as Eldon want to buy another basket as the current basket to harvest apple is broken. What do you mean broken? Why you need basket as you can just make a tall pole or climb the apple tree to harvest it? Can't you use your hand or bucket? You know? Anyway, so Koyomon volunteered himself to poke a basket and told by Eldon to attack any enemies using space or use enter to by breathing fire. Ah yes, classic dragon ability that Atanor specifically asked Koyomon to use his fire to rekindle the fire spirit as he is the only one who can use this ability. By the way, you can only attack on specific area when there is an enemy. So if you go to any town or village, you cannot attack, but only talk. Okay? Also, Koyomon fire attack is 2 space longer and that is the only attack he have. No physical attack whatsoever, just spamming fire breath. Also, enemy can attack too, but there is no animation whatsoever. As you can guess, RPG Maker game. But luckily, enemy can only automatically hit you when you directly facing their front position. So you can toss them on every set except the front position to exploit their AI. Cool. But there is one issue that pissed me off. I don't know how to heal. Yes, I searched every single nook and cranny but I can't heal. I tried talking to everyone in this game and even interacting with plate full of apples. Still won't heal me. Even in the post state that recovering food make it possible to regain strength. But here? How?
Oh, come on!
Most segmented world game I play such as Legend of Zelda or Monkey Hero have this knack to recover health by defeating normal enemies. That drop just a small medikit to restore your health. But in here, all enemies drop nothing. Who am I supposed to heal?
I'm disappointed in your species.
Well, it looks like I have to endure it. So you go to friendly human town by crossing several area and monsters such as this mutant radish. Talk to this artisan to not buy but given by the artisan the wicker basket, thank you. And go all the way back to Eventhough village and talk to Eldon. Then suddenly an earthquake happened and Koyomon once again volunteered himself to investigate it. So he go to cave that opened another area filled with this creature that literally rabbited from Mana series. Then you find another town called Ganfornina and talk to Mayor in there, only for Koyomon ended doing event once again. This time a demon first people and turned them into a ghoul or zombie. And the mayor told that the south part of town called Old Town has been turned into zombie town and Koyomon need to find the demon who caused it. Also the mayor said to find a person named Align and this is crucial. So we got there and meet zombie that literally turns people that been turned into gold, not become one. So Koyomon attacked them 3 times. Yep, previous 2 enemies just have 1 health, but zombie 3. Okay, so we go south again until we find this zombie in beautiful house area that literally Align himself that's still conscious and barely affected by the goal effect. We asked him about the demon and he is in the east, in the mayor house. But then you need to pay attention because he will talk specific things that crucial to answer some question later. Then we go to that house with Pasha in there and we enter it. We see the demon disguised as old lady. And I have to say, this is the only interior area you can enter. The only interior. Why? Anyway, you talk to him and you must answer 3 questions as I already pointed out, such as fat and sugar, obesity. Then his plan is discovered and voila, boss fight. As far as I know, there is almost no attack on this boss. I guess. Just attack him. But after that, he casts defensive magic to protect himself against Koyomon attack. But guess what? In the form of conversation. What? I am not kidding. Every time I attack him, he casts in the middle of conversation, basically stun locking me. So I repeatedly press enter to close the dialogue board while evading his attack, and do that again for 7 or 8 times, and he is dead. You go out and talk to people that return to normal, and the atmosphere becomes peace once again, and the game ends. That's pretty much it. There's nothing you can do about it. That's the end of this demo. I do must say that for RPG Maker 2003 game, this one is unique. You know, mostly turn-based game, but taking segmented action adventure game is a neat approach. Of course, there is a flaw such as no pause menu and health, but there is a cozy aspect in this game that trying to express the feel of kawai in the story. As the author of this game said in the post, the cozy feeling, the atmosphere, the color, it has summer feel as well. Even though the post said that Koyomon live in icy region. Like where? Maybe not implemented yet? Or winter already elapsed? Though I believe this game used in-game sprite and asset except Koyomon, Pasha, and the boss. Other than that, a potential Zeldaesque game that abandoned for no apparent reason. That sadly, no news about this game. Nothing. So that concludes this video. Really. So thank you for watching and see you next time. Ciao!